Preschool story times. Today we're going to read Paws, Claws, Hands, and Feet. But before we read, let's talk about your hands and feet. How many feet do you have? Are your toes the same length? Can you pick things up with your toes? Can you stand on your toes? How many hands do you have? What do you notice about your thumbs? Try picking something up and holding it without using your thumb. Today we are going to talk about how animals use their paws, claws, hands, and feet. Waking, shaking, feel the beat, paws, claws, hands, and feet. Digging, dashing, acorn stashing. Curling, clinging, tree branch swinging. Prowling, peeking, crumbly seeking. Spinning, swooping, picture looping. Jumping, thumping, bouncing beat, paws, claws, hands, and feet. Leaping, lunging, lily pad plunging. Dipping, dashing, iceberg splashing. Roaming, romping, prairie stomping. Hipping, hopping, outback bopping. Lazing, pacing, slow the beat, paws, claws, hands, and feet. Clutching, clawing, homestead pawing. Crawling, creeping, time for sleeping. Rounding, resting, pillow nesting. Stretching, sighing, dark lair lying. Dozing, dreaming, sleeping beat, paws, claws, hands, and feet. So now let's talk a little bit again about how we use our hands and feet and how animals use theirs. Do all animals have feet? What about fish? Do fish have feet? How are animals' feet similar to ours or different from ours? And if an animal doesn't have feet, how does it move? Let's go back to those fish. How do fish move? How do some animals use their feet to move? Some jump, some run, some climb. Some animals have 2 feet, some have 4. Think about that. How are animals' hands similar or different than your hands? Did you notice that the chimpanzee has a thumb like you do? Why do some animals have wings instead of arms or hands? What do wings allow them to do? What can birds do that we can't do? And why do some animals have flippers instead of hands or feet? What do flippers allow them to do? Okay, now I would like to talk about our hands and celebrate our hands and all that our hands can do. So we're going to do a little craft, and we're going to need a paper plate, and you're going to need a marker or a crayon or a pencil. Any of those will do. And we're going to trace our hands, our wonderful hands that can do so much. We're going to trace them onto the paper plate. Ta-da! That's my left hand. It's a little easier to do your left hand if you're right-handed, and it's a little easier to do your right hand if you're left-handed. You pick. And if you'd like to do both, well, do both. That's perfect too. That's all for us today here at preschoolstorytimes.com. Thank you for joining us. Oh, and there'll be a link to the book in the description below the video. So if you'd like to have a copy of the book, you can follow that link. Thank you. We'll see you next time.